Well, hello everybody, and welcome to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And in this episode, I'm going to catch you up a little bit because I didn't post last night, and I wasn't going to post tonight. But I'll let you know what's been happening here is I've been busy with the engineer and the people from Cradle Point, and we're working on my signal problem out here. And they're really going all out to try to solve this problem that I've been having out here. And I have to give them an A+ for effort on this so far. And we're going to be in touch again tomorrow, so I figured I better get a video shot here before too long. Today is February, I think it's the 25th. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 25th. I'll post it in the title anyway. But what we're looking at here is yesterday I went over and visited with Chris and Aurora, the people who have given me a bunch of fruit trees. And I got some Granny Smith clippings off of her tree, and I grafted them onto my Fuji apple trunk here. And it looks like I've got a couple of buds that are starting to show up on the sides of this. So it may still go. And if these grafts take, that's going to give me Fuji's and Granny Smith's on the same tree. So look at that peach tree over there. That is really blossoming. Lots of blossoms on it. Loving it. I did fertilize everything and gave it all a big kick and a jump. So look at these blossoms here, just beautiful. And I'm still not sure what this tree is, but by the looks of the bark, it could be a pear tree or an apple tree. I won't know until it gets a little bit older. So I took all the leaves off of these. I've got some fresh growth coming on them. I'll trim back some of the dead branches when I get a chance. Got to be real careful on these citrus. These got some sharp needles on there, and I got one in the knuckle there the other day and burned for probably 2 hours. Terrible. Anyway, the avocado, I don't know. I'm going to cut it back, see if I can keep and save that one. And my little tree here is full of green, taken off. And Aurora also gave me some rosemary. So my other rosemary and Rosemary's Baby both died off. They weren't getting enough sun. So I moved the new rosemary over here that I got from Aurora. And that should get enough sun. And this was a branch that just broke off. And I soaked it in some of the Go Juice for overnight and then stuck it in the ground. Let's see if it takes. Wow, sinus has been going nuts today. I don't know why. She also gave me some plum clippings from the plum tree, and I grafted those onto this pear tree. I put one here, and oh yeah, the other one up here. So we'll see if those take. If they do, I'll get plums and pears on this same tree. I did fertilize this with a fertilizer that's going to promote flowering and fruit production. So we'll see how that goes. The branch that I had to cut off to do this graft, I stuck it in the ground. These are sometimes very prolific and they'll take. We'll see if that takes. If it does, I'll dig it out of there and get a second one going. So everything's been looking good. I've got new fresh buds on the tomato plants here. They're really lush and green. And my cauliflower is looking good. And I picked some cilantro here because I'm making bistec ranchero tonight for my dinner. And we're going to go from there. This pear tree has got buds on it, but it's still not showing any sign of sprouting and kicking out some leaves. And the leaves are for the photosynthesis. They bring the sun's energy into the plant. Without leaves, you don't get much of that going, right? So Even though the buds are here, I guess it's just not ready to sprout. We'll give it a little while longer, see what happens. All right. So, excuse me for sniffling. My sinuses have been going nuts all day. I might have to go in and take a Benadryl and kick that out of me with an antihistamine. Okay, so these trees, I may be wrong. If you're watching Aurora, are these mulberry? And if they are, just give me a shout down below and let me know. And I pruned these and cleaned them back a little bit. And I've been seeing some growth on some of the ends of the branches and some sprouts like here. Let me get that in the picture. See the nice fresh green on there. So yeah, these are going to take off. And of course, the ones that I cut off, I stuck those in the ground because if they're mulberry, they'll take like that. They're prolific also. So we'll see what's going on here. There's a lot of them in these pots. I'm going to have to separate them out, and I'll get some other pots going and move those over. All right. So originally I came out because the engineers asked me to shoot a standard length video of anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes. So they're going to test my upload speed while I'm uploading tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. But this is not going to be that video. I'm going to post this one tonight, and I'll shoot another one fresh in the morning for them. And that probably will never go public. It'll just be a bunch of gibberish just to take up some time. And we'll come on in here. And another thing I did today was I moved the bigger of the two TVs out here. And that's Cozy from San Diego. That's a San Diego channel. And yeah, Little House on the Prairie. I'll show you that later on. I moved the other, the smaller TV into the other room. And I moved my Roku out here. So I can turn Roku on if I want to see some movies or something like that. And I took a lot of the corn and that stuff out, went out to the garden already. Now this is 100 seeds of corn. And this is white sweet corn. And this is in the starter seed mixture. We'll see how those sprout, and then I'm going to put all of these in right down the center of that garden, raised garden out there, and get a lot of corn this year. Shishito peppers looking good, all the tomatoes looking good, cucumbers looking really good. I got the third set of leaves coming out. I can move those out and get those planted. Early girl tomatoes are really jumping up. Those will move out pretty soon. The pears are really looking good. I did fertilize these also. I fertilized the grapevine. That's almost to the top of the stick. I might have to tape another one on there because I don't want to move these out yet. I want them to strengthen up a little bit more inside here before I move those out. And there's my little raspberry. It's really going. That go juice is amazing, I'm telling you. I put in some Brandywine pink tomato seeds. I soaked them in the go juice first and put them into the grow media here and see how that works out. And hopefully, those are older seeds, so hopefully they'll take. If they don't, I've got another pack here of Brandywine Reds, and I'll put those in and see if I can get those to take. Other than that, there's really not much more to say for today. I'm going to close this one off. I just wanted to touch base because Rita was worried that something might have happened because I hadn't posted in a couple of days. Well, I want to make sure that I keep up with you guys. Sorry, like I said, I've been hunkered down inside. I did get out and do a few little chores today. Move the TVs and things like that, but I had to wait, and I was on the phone for probably a little over an hour and a half on 2 different occasions with the engineers for about the cell phone signal. And this unit here, they had me plug that in, even though it's interfering with my cradle point. They were running some tests on that, and we got that settled in. So I disconnected that, went back to the way we were. So they're talking about sending me out an exterior or an outdoor signal booster, and I might have to put a post up out there about 20 feet away from the cabin and bring a line in, and I'm just going to do a temporary to start with, and then if it works, then I'll set it in concrete so it stays. All right, everybody, that's all there is for today. This is G-Bear reminding you, give me a thumbs up down there, please. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and share my videos with friends and family. And any questions, comments, leave them at the bottom. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. This is G-Bear signing off.